Good afternoon. Ooh, that's a nice Mustang. Listen, it is unreal the distractions that I have. And that's what we're going to talk about that just a little bit too. But the main thing is, I had this thought earlier when I was coming in. I'm trying to make it home. I'm going to make it home. I know I probably look like I've been ran over or something. But I was coming in. It's been a long day. I've drove all day long, which is my job anyway, but it's been a really lot of driving past 2 days. And I like driving and I like having all that time to think. And of course, I'm a thinker and I'm all the time getting ideas, and these videos is part of my whatever. But I was thinking earlier, and I'm sorry, it's this car is in front of me and it is so nice. And I was just telling Mom earlier that I seen one in Alabama that I liked. It was a little Toyota, and I was like, my little Toyota is like falling apart, you know, and get another one, man, I'd sure like just go get a new Mustang, but I'd probably be in jail. So anyway, we got to get back on subject. Anyway, this one is I'm pretty sure this is the Mach 1 that they did there for a little while in place of I think it was in place of the Shelby, but it was like the 2023 maybe. Oh God, it sounds good too. I really just want to like flip my camera around and show you. Imagination is fun. Just imagine, it is gorgeous. Sounds good too. But anyway, I'm trying to be responsible, so we're not buying a new Mustang, and I've already got a Mustang that I'm restoring, so I don't need a new one right now. My new one needs to be my like midlife crisis thing. A new one will be, I guess. And nobody wants an old trashy Fiat. Get me a Mustang. But anyway, we gotta get on subject. I was coming in and I was thinking about something. I was thinking about something that I want that I really wish that I didn't. But it's one of those little things my little heart just wants. And you know, by the way that you feel, you know that you do. But you don't really want to, I guess, kind of a way to put it. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know, to me, when I want something, or I have a goal, or I have a dream, my brain starts trying to figure it out. And I zero in, I focus on that, and you really start moving in that way. Even stuff that just is, which to me, dreams and goals always just seem impossible, but you start moving in that direction and you start moving differently. And I was thinking about that earlier about, you know, these things I'm trying to do, and I'm just different. Like I'm different. And I'm moving different, all this stuff. And I was thinking about this thing, and I was like, man, I wish I'd have handled that different. You know, and trying to think of, you know, if I would have done this different or whatever, you know, this would have been different. And I was like, Nikki, because I have conversations with myself. Listen, I have a staff meeting all the time, and don't sit there and lie and say you don't. If you don't, you know, I don't know how you're getting anything done, because you need to have staff meetings. But anyway, I was like, Nikki, it don't matter what you do. You could do this, you could go here, you could, like all this stuff I was naming off to myself, the ideas that I have had. And I was like, listen, you could do all this stuff and it not do nothing. Nothing. Until God does it, it ain't gonna happen. I was like, that's really how I feel. Watching this car, it's still going the same way I'm going. It doesn't matter what you do until God does it. It's just not going to happen. Because I've tried, like, there's so many different things I was thinking about, and I was like, it just doesn't work out. Like, it never does. And then I had my little, you know how you have your little, like, negative, I thought I was having a good hair day, but apparently not. It's the humidity, I guess. I probably look dirty. Don't look at me, just listen to me. But you think about all these things. I'm getting sidetracked. You think about all these things of what you can do different and blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't matter, because I've thought about that stuff and thought, you know, and even things happen, whatever, and I'm like, you know, well, nothing happened like you wanted, or whatever it was, it didn't go in that direction of the plan. And I was like, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And I had my little, you know, you have those little negative thoughts and those doubts. And I had the little negative thought and doubts, and I was like, I don't even know why you try. I don't even know why you try. It's not even worth you even trying. And I thought, I had a nugget. I had a gold nugget. I hope y'all can hear that in the background. I really hope that you can. I had a gold nugget. And my gold nugget was, it doesn't matter the things that you think you messed up on. Because I can look at my life, and I do it all the time, and think, I wasted time, I was distracted, I shouldn't have done this way, I should have done this differently, whatever. We talked about the other day of how God knew and, you know, kind of like figured out around your stupidity, you know. Holy crap, bird! Bird about died. Trying to commit suicide. It flew toward my windshield and last minute flew back. Anyways, God knew what you were going to do. He knew what I was going to do. So all the things you look at and you think, well, I really messed this up, blah, 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 blah. He knew what you were going to do. And that's what I thought to myself. I was like, he knew. He knew what I was going to do. And if it was supposed to go a different way, God would have fixed it. And that's what I thought. I was like, God would have fixed it. He knew what I was going to do. Because I think in our human mind, our little bitty mind, my little bitty mind, squirrel moment. My little bitty mind, I think we can't comprehend of how He is all-knowing. Like, and He knows us, like, He created us. Like, hello? He knew what you were going to do. He knew what I was going to do. He allowed space for my stupidity, or my fear, or my doubt, or whatever it was. So thinking about things and thinking of, man, I wish I'd have done this different. Because I can look at my life. I was thinking about it earlier, and I was like, man, I really wish that I would have been doing what I'm doing now 15 years ago. But you know what? I can't rewind 15 years and slap myself and be like, hey, stupid, this is not what we're doing. We're doing this. Be good to yourself. Don't call yourself stupid. And I don't either, but I'm just saying, you know, we make dumb decisions. But if I would have focused on what mattered back then, I would be in so much better shape now than pretty much starting over. But we can't know that until we know it. You know what I mean? And funny story happened this morning. When we know to do better, we can do better. And once you push through and you start doing those better things, or you learn better and you do better, it is very hard to go back, you know, to the old stuff. So press through and get through to that better and bettering yourself. But this morning, I really wanted Starbucks. I got up from a hotel, went to leave, and I was like, I want Starbucks. It felt like Friday morning, where there's been, sometimes I'll be out in a hotel on Thursday night over the road. Friday morning I get up and I'm coming in, going home. I'll go to Starbucks, I'll get me a hot mocha and a spinach wrap. And God, they're good. Sometimes I'll even splurge and get one of those little cream cheese thingies. But I really wanted Starbucks. Well, there wasn't one right there where I was. So I was like, well, shoot, there's a Wendy's. I'll go to Wendy's and get one of their little breakfast things that they got. It's like a croissant and an egg, and it's got some kind of mayonnaise on it, sauce. I don't know, but it's good. It's probably not, but, you know. I was like, I'll get one of them, and I'll get one of their iced coffees. It won't be my good morning hot coffee, but it'll get me through. You know. Go to Wendy's, they're not even open. At morning time, they ain't even open. And it plenty late enough for them to be open. Well, they wasn't. Irritated me. So what else is out there? McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. And little girls is telling me to blow my horn. That's precious. I don't like McDonald's. Like, I'll get coffee there sometimes, but, and I'm not hating. I'm not trying to put nobody down. I wouldn't ever try to, like, tear nobody's business down or nothing like that. But I think that McDonald's is cheap for a reason, and I think they use cheap stuff, and supposedly they're using that fake meat and just not good quality, but you get what you pay for. So I just don't even want to go there. And when you've got Starbucks on your mind and you want Starbucks, you don't want McDonald's. But I went, I was like, I'll get a mocha, you know, from there. It'll be fine. And they're not bad. They're not Starbucks, but they're not bad. So I was like, I'll get it from there. And went through the line. And I got the burritos. Because to me, maybe the burritos are less awful. Probably not, but I got the burritos. Well, I stopped and I opened the burrito up and I'm going to pick off the sausage or whatever that is. Because I don't eat that. Well, it looks awful. There's the little stem part of the tomato in it. Where the little chopped, I guess, tomatoes and peppers, when it's like it's skin, really. It's like the skin of the vegetables, all I see. But anyway, I was picking it off. Part of the tortilla was hard. Like, it wasn't soft. It just didn't seem fresh to me, and maybe it was where my mind was. My mind was on Starbucks. But I was like, I don't even want this. Like, it doesn't even look good. And you know how you feel when you're hungry and you want to eat something and it doesn't look good. Like, you don't want to eat it. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't want it. If it don't look good or whatever, something's wrong, you don't want it. And I was like, that's wasting money. Because I don't like that either. And I was like, man, I just really don't want this. I said, I'll eat my little hash brown thingy, whatever they're called. Because who doesn't love them? I love taters. Love them. I said, I'll eat that. So I put the burrito back in the bag, and both of them or whatever. I get that little thing, and I load it up with ketchup. And I was like, and thinking in my mind, this is awful. This is so greasy. You don't even know what kind of oil they use. This is not good for you. This is not what you need to be eating. I load that puppy up with ketchup, and I eat it. And it don't even, like, taste good. Like, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I think my mind was just... I'm just going to be honest. This is my point of sharing. I feel like my mind gained the knowledge of, hey, this is horrible. This is chemicals. This is killing you. Hello. Wake up. And my mind just couldn't get past that. And of course, this is stuff we've all known forever. But it's like, once you get to that point, there's a point. Maybe it's that sick and tired of point. But once you get to that point, you can't go back. And I thought, God, this is terrible. This is awful. Well, I keep on going down the road. And I drink most of my coffee, you know. It wasn't sweet enough. Of course, you know, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, shut up and drink it, it's fine. But eventually I do find a Starbucks on my way in. I get my delicious mocha, and I get my spinach wrap, and I eat it, and it's delicious. But the point I'm trying to get at is, if you and me and the man in the tree will push forward and continue to grow and to focus and push to that bettering ourselves, bettering our lives, gaining knowledge, you're going to get there. Like, you're not going to stay the same. And praise God, we're not going to stay the same. We're going to grow and we're going to learn. And those things that you think that you gotta have, or, oh, this is hard, or how am I gonna do this? Just like getting healthier, how am I gonna... I was set, there's a video, I'll probably share it later. I sat at a red light today and cut an avocado and was eating avocado with a fork. And I thought, this is not normal. If somebody sees me right now, they're gonna think I am plumb loony. And I sat in there just tickled to death eating my avocado, and it was delicious. And when I first started trying to eat avocados, I was like, this is the most bland, egg-tasting thing I've ever tasted in my life. And now they're delicious. But I know in my mind the benefits. I know they're like, if they're not labeled a superfood, they should be. I don't know. I've not dug in it that much. But I know the benefits, and I want it. I want to be healthier, because I'm not, and I haven't been. But if we push through, we gain the knowledge, we do better, it's going to get to a point to where you change those habits, you change those things, and it's better for you. And it's better for me. So push through. We're going to get there. And remember, even the little goofy stuff we do of how we mess up, the bad choices we make, God's big enough to fix it. And chances are, His plan is not what you're thinking needs to happen. Because I can look back, and I thought of this earlier, I was like, thank God. I can look back, not even a decade ago, of things that I wanted. And today, I'm here without them, and I'm so thankful. I'm thankful. And I was thinking to myself, like, I'm happy, and I have what I have. Like, I'm not going to go into detail about all of it. That's not the point of this video. But I'm thankful. And that's the thing. God knows us. He created us. He knows if that thing that you're trying to do or wanting is going to make you miserable or destroy you. He knows. And He's going to make provision for you, and He's going to take care of you. So, even those of us that just sometimes ain't got the sense God give a goose, God can fix it. Even our bad choices, God can fix it. So, go have a good night. And I'll see you in the morning.